Hey, Vsauce! Michael here, and welcome to my top 10 best games of the year. You're wondering why I'm not doing top 10 worst games of the year because I did the top 10 worst movies before best. Well, I just didn't really play any bad games this year, like, not at all. I tend to stay away from them. I just kind of know what games are gonna be bad. If they're really hyped up and look really good, they're most likely gonna be bad. The only bad game I experienced this year was Battlefront 2. That was the only game this year that I actually just thought was terrible. It was horrible. The microtransactions was just everywhere, and this game just reeks of corporate greediness. It was bad. But it was basically the only bad game I played this year. But so yeah, just screw the top 10 worst games. I don't really have any. But this is gonna be the top 10 best games of the year. The Evil Within 2. I did not like the original Evil Within. The graphics were just not good. It was running at this kind of frame that just, the cutscenes looked, the cutscene looked cool and shit, but when you were playing the game, it didn't look good. And the story is so, just so over the top, so ridiculous, and you just, oh my god. And I couldn't get really into it. But this game is bit better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. The graphics are far superior. They're so much better, and the character is a lot better. What's his name again? His name is Sebastian, isn't that? Yeah, Sebastian. He's a much better character in this movie. He's giving much more of a personality. In the first game, he was just kind of like this, I'm a grumpy detective and I have to kill some things. He just kind of was playing this grumpy detective. And here he has more of a story and character. But the game kind of just follows the same narrative. You're in this messed up world, and there's these creepy monsters and you have to kill them, and every single monster is just a rip-off from a Japanese horror movie. You got your standard ring monster with long black hair and covers the face and eyes and everything. And then it's this photographer kind of killer. He kills people and freezes them in this kind of a time zone. It was kind of cool. And yeah, I liked this game a lot. It was a lot better than the first one, and it was really enjoyable. So yeah, I'm giving it a spot on my list. It was fun.
I'm sorry, did you need this boat?
Yes, motherfucker.
They brought this war to our shores!
People gotta know they don't have to take this shit no more.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we the free people of the resistance ask you to become one of us.
Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. This is the sequel to the previous Wolfenstein: The New World Order. This is set in a fictional world. These games are actually old. They're based off really old games, but this is set in a fictional world where the Nazis won World War II. They have conquered America. They conquered the world. The Nazis rule everything, and you're playing this American soldier who needs to kill them. In this game, you'll be doing one thing and one thing only: killing Nazis. And it's just so much fun to do. You just go around, grab 2 guns, and just go on and waste Nazis. You just go on a rampage, murdering a shit ton of Nazis, and it's just so much fun. The story is also a bit convoluted. It's kind of over the top, but hey, it's just an action game. Have fun. You're killing Nazis. Have fun. That's kind of what this game is about. It's just have fun. It's dumb fun. It's just have fun. And yeah, I really liked it. It was good.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
Cuphead. Cuphead is just so unique. It's just such a special game. This is an indie game. It was just created by two dudes who had a little passion project, and then some more people joined in, and they managed to finish this. It took them forever to do this game. They put so much attention to detail, so much passion in this, and it just shows. This game is absolutely beautiful. The music is just orgasmic. It's just beautiful, and the like that early Disney 30s style of animation, it just is so unique and so fresh, because nowadays that animation just doesn't exist anymore. Seeing this today is just feels so nostalgic and fresh, and I can't praise this game enough. It's absolutely beautiful. It will definitely go down as a classic. Cuphead was just amazing. Just, you have to. This is an Xbox exclusive, but you can buy it on Steam. You can get it on Steam and play it on PC, and I highly recommend it. You will not regret it. Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I guess I've gone insane. I'm putting anime dating sims on my list, but Doki Doki earns that spot. It's just such a unique experience. This game blew the internet, most likely because it's free. You can just get it for free on Steam, and it's an indie game. It was really like just kind of an underground. No one cared. It was like, oh, some free dating sim. Why not? Some people played it, and this game just blew up. It blew people away. It was just such a unique game. Most dating sims always just follow the same premise. You're a guy, you're in some town or something, and here's a bunch of girls. You can choose who to date. But this game just does it so differently. It starts off just like your typical dating sim, but towards the middle, it just goes all freaking crazy, and you are just... This game will make you feel just sick. You will feel sick. There's so many parts in this game where I just felt sick. I was just creeped the fuck out. I felt just so... It was so claustrophobic and so... Ugh. Just so many scenes in this are so... fucking creepy and disturbing. I highly recommend. It's for free. You just go on Steam and search for Doki Doki Literature Club and you can download it for free. You have to experience this game. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. This game will just fuck you up emotionally. So many YouTubers have played this game and it has just gone viral, and you probably have seen the memes. This game is everywhere when it comes to memes. I can't go on any social media without seeing just Doki Doki memes everywhere, and they're kind of funny and kind of dark at the same time. But this game is great. I highly recommend it. Play Doki Doki Literature Club.
Asav is getting a head start and we need to hurry.
All right!
I can't let Asav get that tusk.
I will incite my civil war. Stamp out the bloodline of the young king. Starting with you.
Razor!
Let's go get our disc. And some guns. And some guns.
Sorry, mate. What took you so long? Had to catch a train, love.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. I am a huge fan of the Uncharted series. I love every single game and I own them all. I own them all on PlayStation 3. I own the original trilogy on PlayStation 3. And when the fourth one came out on PlayStation 4, I also bought the collection, which includes all the 3 games remastered for the PlayStation 4. I love these games, and I just love Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is my favorite video game developer. I love The Last of Us, and I can't wait for Last of Us 2 coming this year. I hope, please come this year. And after Uncharted 4 ended, they started this. I don't know what to say about this game. I don't know if it's a game of its own or if it's a DLC. I don't know really, but it is unique on its own. It's really fun. For the first time, you're not playing as Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake is now out, and you'll be playing as one of the supporting characters from previous game, Chloe Fraser. She has always been a fan favorite of everyone. She's always been that awesome, like that badass female character who can like. She's basically like a female version of Nathan Drake, but you know, even though she's you know, female version of Nathan Drake, she's just not Nathan Drake. She's great though. I'm not saying she was bad in this game. She did at least. I loved the game. I'm saying I really liked the game, but it was just missing that whole Nathan Drake and Sully like dynamic when they talk to each other. I just love listening to them talk when they're just talking about their past, going, oh hey, remember when you got us lost in Peru? He's like, oh come on, I was 15, man. That's just so great to listen to. I just love that. But Chloe and what's her name again? Nadine she was in the final Uncharted game, and she was one of the villains in that game. But in this one, she's doing something new. She is trying to get her shoreline back after she lost it in the previous game, and she is trying to find the Tusk of Tanash with Chloe, and they end up, of course, like all Uncharted games, end up after chasing it after a bad guy. There's a bad guy who wants the Tusk as well, and it's just a chase who can get it first. Once again, the game is absolutely beautiful. Naughty Dog just always just pulls perfect on that. Naughty Dog makes the best looking games ever. Their games are always just 10 out of 10 when it comes to graphic. And the music is also great, and I really like it. I have some gripes with it, like I did not like it. I love the beginning. I dislike the middle, and then I loved the ending. It was kind of like that, but it evens out, and I loved it. It was great. It was fantastic.
They're dead. They're all dead.
This house has seen more than you can imagine, and it knows.
No, leave me alone!
Wait!
Ethan, don't lose it. It's important.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Finally, we get another good Resident Evil game. We haven't had a good Resident Evil game in a long time. It was the fourth one, which is considered a masterpiece. And the fifth one came out and it was like, it's okay. It went in a complete different direction. The Resident Evil games have always been about survival horror. You're like in this closed up place surrounded by zombies and you have a limited ammo and you have to survive. It's always been about that. But Resident Evil 5 took it in kind of more of an action direction, where it became more about the action than the whole suspense and horror element. People didn't hate it, but it got some, like, it's okay, I guess. But then the dumpster fire came out called Resident Evil 6. It was a disaster. It was basically a Michael Bay movie of the Resident Evil games. They just took this really suspenseful survival horror series and just turned it into a dumb, bloated Michael Bay action movie. It was horrible. It was terrible. People hated it. Fans hated it. And after that, we got that horrendous online game called Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. It was also just absolute travesty. But finally, we got the savior, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This game takes it back to the genre. It goes back to being a survival horror game. And this is so uniquely well made. For the first time, it's in first person. It's always been in third person. So yeah, that's new. And it's not your typical, you're just fighting zombies kind of thing. In this, you're in this kind of really big house. It's actually too big. It's just a hillbilly family. Where the fuck did they get this huge ass house? But you're in this house and my god, is it scary. The Baker family, they're horrifying. We're just a normal family, and then they got infected by the virus and now they're some kind of like a human hybrid zombie. They can't die, or it's really hard to kill them. And my god, are they scary. They just hunt you and stalk you through the entire house and you're just terrified for your life. This game really nailed the whole claustrophobic horror suspense and I just loved it. The story's a little bit cliche. I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of just ripping off the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're just in this house and you're being hunted down by this hillbilly family. It's kind of just the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the dust of Resident Evil over it. But it works, and I really liked this game. It was great. I highly recommend you play too. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have never played the Zelda game. Well, actually, my 4-year-old brother, my mother bought him like one of those Super Nintendo, like tiny replicas with all the classics included. They were doing like an exclusive deal where you could only buy a limited edition of them. And she managed to get one for my 4-year-old baby brother. And on that one, you could play the original Legend of Zelda. And I tried it. It was confusing. It was an old game, I guess. It's just not my thing. But I've never played any of the other games, and I just have heard so many people say, "Oh my god, the Legend of Zelda game, they're so good." And now this game was my chance to try it, and it just blew me away. It was beautiful. The style, it's just so magnificently beautiful, and it's challenging. This game is a bit challenging at first. Once you build yourself to high enough level, it's not as hard. But this game get really fucking challenging for like the beginning of the game. And this game is just, the open world is so big and you can explore so many dungeons and it's so great. Like, wow. I am 100% gonna play the next Zelda after this one. This game just really made me a fan of this series. My god, what a beautiful game. Highly recommend you get it too. Seriously, try it.
アンドロイドは同類と言えるな。
ポット1号さんに命令。貴様の独断の論理思考と発言を禁止する。
さん、ここは私たちアンドロイドは主たる人類を守るように作られている。だと分かっていてもやらなきゃダメなんだ。お前たち2人は最後の夜ハブタンだ。違う、ナイエス、あれは
Nier Automata. This game blew me away. I was not expecting this game to be good. I actually just played it by accident. Actually, I was at my uncle's house and he was playing the game, and I was like, "Huh, what is that?" And he just said, "Oh, it's a game called Nier Automata. It got really good reviews." I was like, "Huh, all right." I don't really care, but I ended up like watching him play the game, and the style, I just found it really interesting. I was like, "Huh, that looks like an interesting game." So I decided to get it. And when I started playing, I had no expectation. I had never seen any trailers or anything. I knew nothing about this. I didn't even know that thing even existed. I played it, and my God, I just discovered a masterpiece. The story is so freaking good. I'm not gonna spoil anything about this. You have to experience this game yourself. The only thing I'll give a little away is about this is set in a post-apocalyptic world where just everything is fucked. That's it. That's all I will give you. But this game looks so beautiful. The graphics are not perfect. Like, it's not perfect. But just the style, just the look, the designs just make up for not the perfect graphics. It looks so good. The characters are absolutely beautifully done. It's just so good. And the music in this game, I'm not kidding you. The music is freaking eargasm. It's so good. The story is so deep, it's so emotional. I just love these types of games that have these really deep emotional stories with deep emotional characters, and you just don't want to leave. I did not want. This game could have honestly been number 1 on the list, but the only reason it's not number 1 on this list is because when I played it for the first time, then I only focused on the story, and it took me 20 hours to beat it. Then I played it for the second time, and that time I did all the side missions, and that took me 50 hours. And even though I played this game for 50 hours, I was still not satisfied. I was like, no, give me more. That's the reason why the next game is number 1 and not this one, because that game I was in for 100 hours. So let's see what's number 1.
次はどんな悪人を成敗するんだろう。世界中が怪盗団の次の一手を気にしてるよ。
笑わせんじゃねえ。お前らみたいなアホは俺の餌なの。お前たちに明るい未来は万に一つもないんだよ。汚
い金にたかるハエ。うぜんだよ、この成金が。お前みたいな煩悩丸出しのパツキンモンキーよりはな。
手口は分かりませんが、法治国家を脅かす危険な存在だと思います。
組織がでかすぎて警察も手を焼いてる。下手に首突っ込むと消されるしね。厄介な奴らに狙われたもんだ。計画が漏れたってこと？何がきっかけで変わっちゃうの？
俺たちは何を間違えたんだ。
もう手遅れなんだよ。
こいつらやべえ。
所詮俗人どもの遠吠えだ。
おとなしくしていればいいもの。まあ近々始末する予定でしたからな。
Persona 5. My experience with this game is kind of similar to Nier. Like I said, I went to my uncle's house and saw him play Nier and I found it interesting, so I decided to get it myself. So, after buying one JRPG, Japanese RPG, my Play Store started recommend me basically every Japanese RPG. It was kind of like this. Oh, hey there! Oh, hey. So, are you liking Nier Automata? Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. Really enjoying it. Awesome. Oh, that's good. That's good. But hey, let me ask you something. Do you want more? Do you want more JRPGs? No, I'm good. This one will do. Oh, really? Don't you want some Sword Art Online? No, I do not want Sword Art Online, thank you. Oh? Well, do you want another Sword Art Online? No, I don't want Sword Art Online. Stop recommending me Sword Art Online. Oh well. But hey, look at this. Another Sword Art Online game. What do you say about that? For God's sake, I don't want Sword Art Online! Can't you get it? Okay. But do you want Steins Gate? Or Psycho-Pass? Ooh, look at it. Or do you want Nekopara? No, I don't want them. Seriously, stop recommending me this. Okay. But hey, look at this. It's what's trending in Japan. Do you want it now? Do you want it? Oh my God, PlayStation Store, will you stop? I don't want these JRPGs. Okay. What? Do you want Persona 5? IGN gave it a 9. Persona 5, that's like a 5th game. I have no idea what they're about, so why would I just start with a 5th game? Well, that's the best part. Every single game, there's a new story, new characters, new theme, and everything. So, you don't even need to know what it's about. Fine, I guess I'll check it out. Good. Now give me your money. But I did not regret it at all. I tried this game. It was freaking awesome. The reason I really loved Persona 5 and Nier Automata is because I had no expectation. I had no trailers, nothing. I knew nothing about this. And I just went in completely blank, and this game blew me away. The animation is freaking beautiful. The fighting style is absolutely freaking phenomenal. It looks absolutely freaking good. The characters are so good. I love every single character in this game. They're so interesting, these characters. The story is so freaking crazy. I'm not gonna spoil anything because Atlas will probably take me down. But this game was so good. I did not expect this game to be this good, and it's just a freaking masterpiece in my opinion. I highly freaking recommend you try Persona 5. You will not be disappointed at all. This game, like I said before with Nier Automata, that game has freaking fantastic music that just gives you your ears eargasm. Well, wait until you hear the songs in this game. This game has probably one of the most eargasmic soundtracks I've ever heard. It has this, the whole theme of the game is kind of this thievery, kind of a thief, heist kind of a theme to this game. And the composer for the game decided to use jazz music, and he created probably one of the best jazz music I have ever heard. Like, holy fuck. Highly recommend this game. It's a masterpiece. Totally get it. Alright guys, that's it for my top 10 best games of the year. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments below on what were your favorite games of the year. And I am still working on my room review. It's coming out soon. I hope you will watch that as well. And have a great time, guys. Bye.
It's not a game. I'm not a robot. AI challenging